Okay. Hi, I'm Latoya Marshall. This is my response to the two questions for this module 4. In looking at the first question, describe the key concepts related to campus culture that you pull from the readings. As I looked through the readings, the key terms were robust design, shared governance, horizontal structuring, and loose coupling. One thing I did see as I read through mainly the Kezar readings, that all of these different concepts are intertwined with one another. And first, looking at robust design, I first wanted to just dissect the word robust, and robust meaning able to withstand and overcome adverse conditions, strong, healthy. So institutions are known for having a very sturdy design where they can actually withstand change and conflict. I looked in Kezar's work and I saw that he talked about the different powers, and that institutions mainly exert what's called referent and expert power, where reference is a willingness to be influenced by another because of their identification with them. And we all like to listen to or be around people that we can identify with. Expert influence because of one person's specialization, their knowledge of a subject area, and you can see this a lot when it comes to faculty, or even some of your administrators, if they're the VP of Student Affairs or and Director of Admissions, they have a knowledge or specialization. And looking also at the design, looking at the horizontal structuring, because institutions do not have no middle managers, a lot of the decision making is decentralized, and there's a lack of authority. There's a focus on promoting within the division or the department. They're more focused on their own goals and their own objectives. In shared governance, there are unique power structures, socially unacceptable to exert power. In the reading, Burton Clark had talked about 4 different kinds of competing authority structures: academic authority, enterprise-based, system-based, and charisma. The 2 that mainly stood out with me was the academic authority, because you have your faculty that's able to have that expert power in whatever discipline that they're in, and then you have charisma. And it is also, they talked about how that can be a personal characteristic of someone, especially like presidents and faculty members. Now, the other 2, enterprise-based, is more of an external, with the board of trustees and anybody that acts on the behalf of the institution, and system-based, which is like your governing boards, like with us, it's the University System of Georgia. All of these competing authority structures work together to form a shared governance among the institution. The president is the leader of the institution, but there are so many people that work together. In looking at the second question, as administrators, why should we look at campuses in terms of culture? Explaining how having an understanding of campus culture impacts your decision-making process. Now, each campus is different in terms of the demographics, location, traditions, governance, from a traditionally white institution to, if it's gender-based, religious-based, HBCU, or a PBI, also known as a predominantly black institution. I'm sure not all campus employees can recite to you the university's mission on site, but if the culture has been established throughout the institution, then an employee knows how to act, who the power of authority is on campus. Going back to the reading, one of the statements said that an organization's culture reflects what is done, how it's done, and who's involved in doing so. And if that's what I mean by the employee knowing who the person is that they should go to for different things, and just knowing how the institution works overall. Tierney also states that Understanding culture can provide critical insight about the avenues to choose to reach important decisions regarding the institution. One of the things we must do as administrators is make sure that we are proactive when it comes to things that need to happen on our campus. If we know our culture, it'll be easier for us to actually combat some of these different problems.